Hello everyone. In this class, we'll try to brief. There are there are two different types of pain, that is, fast pain and pain, and these are carried by different tracts. Slow pain is carried by paleo-spinothalamic tract, whereas fast pain is carried by neo-spinothalamic tract. Both the both the types of pain, they are sensed by the free nerve endings, and any sensory pathway, they will be having three order neurons. First order neurons, which starts from periphery to the spinal cord. The second order neuron starts from spinal cord, then it ends in the thalamus, whereas from which are going to end in the cerebral cortex. For the slow pain pathway, the free nerve endings are the receptors, then these sensations are carried by C fibers. These C fibers goes to the dorsal root ganglia, then they are going to synapse in the substantia gelatinosa in the spinal cord, where they are going to mainly relay in the lamina 2 and 3, which is called as substantia gelatinosa. From there, second order neuron arises. They cross anterior to the spinal canal, then they go to the opposite part of the spinal cord. From there, they're going to ascend into the medulla, then to the pons, and after the pons, they are going to give collaterals to the reticular formation, periaqueductal gray matter, and to the tectum. And stimulation of reticular activating system in turn is going to stimulate cerebral cortex, which keeps the cerebral cortex in an awake state. From there they goes to the thalamus, that is, they go to the non-specific part of the thalamus, which mainly to the interlaminar and ventrolateral nucleus, where the slow pain can be crudely perceived by thalamus itself. From thalamus, they form thalamocortical radiation, and they go diffusely to the different part of the cerebral cortex, and that is why slow pain is localized poorly. If you see fast pain, again, they are sensed by the free nerve endings, where these sensation is carried by A delta fibers. The first order neurons, after passing through the dorsal root ganglion, they're going to go to the spinal cord, where they're going to synapse in especially the lamina 1 and lamina 5, and here they're going to produce a neurotransmitter, mainly the glutamate, whereas the neurotransmitter produced during the slow pain pathway in substantia gelatinosa is substance P. So after here, the second order neuron, they're going to cross anterior to the spinal canal, and then they go to the opposite side of the spinal cord, then they ascend into the medulla, pons. Even neo-spinothalamic tract gives some collaterals to the reticular formation, periaqueductal gray matter, and to the tectum, but they are less in number. From there, the second order neurons, they are going to synapse in the thalamus, that is the very space that is ventro posterior nucleus, where they have a topographical representation of the body part as well. From here, third order neuron goes to the specific part of the cerebellum, where there is a topographical representation of the entire body. So this is in brief about pain pathway. Thank you.